Hey everybody, this is Ray Duke. Making this little video for y'all right now, and this is not for any particular property manager or any particular property management company. I'm just sending this to everybody just to make sure that we're all on the same page with everything. So I had an incident recently where a homeowner thought that the total for an estimate for a move out was going to be less than what it actually ended up being once it was all said and done. And everything stayed the same on here. They just did some bad math, I assume, because they thought it was going to be like 475 and I think it was like 585. But nonetheless, I thought I'd make a video to just show you all how these itemized estimates work real quick, because you can approve or deny each line item, and I don't know if I ever really pointed that out to y'all. So just a quick overview. When you receive the email, it's going to have the button to click to view quote. So once you click that button, this is what comes up. I haven't touched anything here, so this is what comes up. And currently it says $125 down here, and that's because the trip fee for the move out is not an optional line item, so it's the only thing that this quote knows for sure is going to be added to the total. So there's the trip fee for the move out, and then you go down and select what you'd like to get done. So if you want the 5 smoke detectors changed, this has now updated the price to $265. And as you go down the list and click each of these numbers continue to add up at the bottom here. And then once you're all said and done, you've got your final price. And then part of the idea of this is that if the homeowner is on a budget, then you could go up here and just say, okay, well, we probably don't have to clean out the dryer vent, and we don't have to do some other thing. And you can kind of work within the budget to get it to where you need it to be. So once you've gotten to this point, you've got your total. Then you can come up here and you can click the approve button. And once you click the approve button, you can click on draw and you can sign your name, or you can go to type and you can type it in. Now what a lot of y'all do is y'all just send me a message that says please proceed, and that's perfectly fine with me. When you do, I just do this, and that takes care of it. It just reminds me that I did in fact get approval from the property manager in writing, and then I can just do this and approve it. But otherwise, you guys can open this up and actually approve or not approve any of the items you want. Now, one of the things that I do with that is a lot of times all of my property managers are really great at spotting certain things and sometimes miss other things. And usually when I'm there, since this is what I do for a living literally all day, every day, I always notice a lot of stuff that I know y'all are going to want fixed that just didn't get noticed and put on these. So the reason I do them itemized like this is I can add things that I found that you didn't find, and then you may have reasons already, like for example, it may have been something that when that tenant moved in was already that way, so you're not going to be repairing it on the tenant move out, or maybe it's something the homeowner's going to do themselves. Or maybe it's just something you didn't think was as big of a deal. But the whole idea here is that you can go down this list and you can approve or deny each individual line item. And then you also know for sure what this price is going to be, because one of the ways that I work, and I think I've done this with most of y'all, if not everybody, is when I give you these prices, and I think everybody would agree, I don't think any of my property managers, if you talk to everybody in your office or anybody that's worked with me, once I give you a price for a job on an estimate and it gets approved, I can't remember a time that I've ever changed that price. That is always the price. The only way it changes is if more work is added to the work order, or hypothetically, if something happened that was not foreseeable by myself or anybody else, that just simply could not have been accounted for in advance. That would be the only way these would go up. Like I said, unless you just add more work to it. But you can use these the instant that you approve this electronically and you sign it and it's done and cemented in. You can go ahead and use this to charge the tenant, to go ahead and reconcile their deposit and everything. And this is basically guaranteed to not change without some very extreme event. So I just don't want any confusion. I definitely don't want homeowners thinking that a job is going to cost them like 485, and then they get an invoice for $585. I don't want y'all to have to explain things to them that way, and this makes everything super transparent. And finally, the last note is if you prefer that I just receive your list and just go do the work and invoice, which is kind of the way it's always been done. If you prefer for me to just go knock out your list and send an invoice and you don't want to mess with these estimates, please do let me know, because I'm not stuck on this. Like I said, I do this for transparency and hopefully to make everybody's job easier and for everything to flow a lot more simpler, and for you to have this data to reconcile the tenant charges and just sort of get that out of the way. You have that earlier on. So please do get in touch with me. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Let me know if you don't want me to use this. Let me know if you do like this. If you have any suggestions about how I could change the way that I do this, something that would make your job easier. I do consider it to be my job to make your job easier, so any input is appreciated. But now you guys know how these work, and again, you don't have to use them. You can just ask me to knock out the work you send, but if you wish to use them, there shouldn't be any confusion on numbers. If you just go ahead and click everything and sign and approve, and then I'll get a notification on my end that it's approved, and I can go knock it out as soon as possible. So I hope all you guys are having a great day. Thank you if you watched all the way through to the end of this.